Hi, this is Adina, and on this video, I want to get courageously curious about discomfort. Yes, discomfort. I want to get really courageously curious about it because we spend so much effort thinking about how to become more comfortable, how to eliminate discomfort, and how to make things feel easy and smooth, whether it's in our physical environment and our temperature or comfortable furniture, or it's in our emotional relationships. We want to feel safe. We want to feel protected. We want to feel comfortable, all of those things. And that's all good. But sometimes too much comfort, I think, is a little bit overrated. And I want to talk about discomfort because I think it's a very much overlooked catalyst to our growth and to our development. So I think about the role discomfort plays, right? And I remember riding a bike, learning to ride a bike when I was a kid, and it felt horribly uncomfortable to have, somebody holding onto the back or those training wheels, and I felt wobbly in the beginning and all of that sort of stuff. But I realized like over time, right, it started to move through feeling wildly uncomfortable. I want to quit. I don't like this. How do I make it go away? To starting to develop a little bit more practice with it. It got a little bit more comfortable, feel more familiar until eventually I was able to do it. And we can all look at things like that. I mean, I took up something else when I was 50. I decided to take up some circus arts, and it started out wildly uncomfortable. I couldn't even get my legs over the bar of the lira that I was going to be working with. And it was like terribly uncomfortable. I felt embarrassed. I wanted to leave. And this month, I actually talk about, I know one of the blogs I wrote, driving my first truck. I was driving a U-Haul truck up to my daughter's college campus, and it felt so wildly uncomfortable. And the reason I think it's important is that very often we have this response that if something is uncomfortable, maybe it's bad for us. Maybe we shouldn't be doing it. Or we just sort of say, I'm not going to do it because it's too uncomfortable. And I don't like feeling uncomfortable. And what I'd like to make the plug for is that discomfort is how we grow. It's part and parcel to everything that's new, part and parcel to expanding our horizons, part and parcel to expanding our skill set. And the gap between discomfort and comfort really does close. It closes when we have more experience with something, when we get more information about it, when we practice it, and when we do it more. I have this phrase I love to say that suffering is really the gap between comfort and discomfort. Like in that space is where we suffer. But we close the gap by allowing ourselves to lean into the discomfort. And when we lean into it, eventually that gap between the discomfort and the comfort closes and we feel okay again. And the more we do it, the more we actually trust that it will be okay, the more that we do it. And so I just want us to get curious about a new perspective on discomfort. And could we actually condition ourselves to seek out opportunities to get uncomfortable because we know it is part of how we grow. So leaving you with that tip and wisdom and hopefully something to get courageously curious about.